What's going on, YouTube? JT Jaborn here with another DC Comics movie news related update. I wanted to talk about this thing because I saw this dropped earlier today on Twitter, and Twitter just kind of had like a crazy meltdown over some of this news. But for me, I'm pretty excited. It's like when it comes to DC films, it's just so divisive and chaotic. But for me, I'm just like, I'm going to sit back and enjoy it. But basically, the news we got today, Warner Brothers released kind of this little press preview or whatever it is of their 2022 films. Obviously, they have movies like The Batman and some of their other stuff that I don't particularly care for. Super Pets, that's another DC film, which should be fun, just a little animated movie. Black Adam, we got a synopsis for nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with his almighty powers of the Egyptian gods and imprisoned just as quickly. Black Adam, The Rock, is freed from his earthly tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. That movie should be pretty good. I feel like The Rock has more passion for that film than I think I've ever seen for anything else. Then we got news on The Flash. Now, this is the big news right here. So, we got Ezra Miller, Ron Livingston, Michael Keaton, Kiersey Clemens, Michael Shannon, and Sasha Kaya, and Michael Keaton again. That's probably just a typo. They meant Ben Affleck. But the big thing right here, Michael Shannon, and I can't pronounce her name, but Faora, that's right. General Zod and Faora are going to be in the Flash movie. This is officially from Warner Brothers. So, yes, Michael Shannon is back as General Zod, and Faora is back as well. I'm super stoked about this thing. Michael Shannon so far has been my favorite DCEU villain. Hands down, like Man of Steel, that movie's a movie that's kind of divisive. I really like Man of Steel, but Michael Shannon was easily my favorite part about that movie. He's so crazy and angry the whole time. He's a lot of fun. He makes for a very fantastic villain. And Faora as well was awesome in it too. So I'm excited for The Flash. They also said some news about the Batgirl movie, I guess. I don't know if that's official or not, because it's not listed here, because that's one where it's like, oh, it's going to HBO Max, and it's not really listed on this thing right here. But apparently Michael Keaton was listed in the casting for that, which a lot of people went into an uproar over, which, you know, Michael Keaton's still like my favorite live-action Batman. He's the thing I'm most excited about with the Flash movie, because Batman 89 is my favorite Batman film. And it really is like tied with like Jaws as my favorite movie of all time. So I'm really stoked to see Michael Keaton come back. And I know some people want Ben Affleck in that, but Ben Affleck seems he's going to be in the Flash movie. He may cameo in Batgirl. I don't know. Ben Affleck just doesn't seem to really want to be playing Batman as much anymore. I think he's just trying to just get a few appearances as like small cameo roles maybe, and then just kind of move on. Robert Pattinson seems to be kind of taking over. And then in terms of the shared universe, Keaton looks to kind of be around for a little bit, which I'm totally cool with. I mean, if Ben Affleck doesn't want to do it, then just screw it. Let's let Michael Keaton do something. Or maybe like this can lead to a Batman Beyond film, or we can bring in the rest of the Bat family. Please, if you're going to kind of mold the universe, bring in other Bat family characters. Bring in Dick Grayson, bring in Jason Todd, bring in Tim Drake, bring in Damian. That would be really cool to see. So on top of that, we also had some news on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Just a little bit of a plot synopsis. When an ancient power is unleashed, Aquaman must forge an uneasy alliance with an unlikely ally to protect Atlantis and the world from an irreversible devastation. So to me, that uneasy alliance is going to be with Orm. So we're going to have Aquaman and Orm teaming up. That's the way I see it. So I think that'll be pretty cool to see, like somebody who was the villain of the last movie teaming up with the hero to save the world. It's kind of a bit of a Thor the Dark World thing with Loki, but Orm had an interesting motivation, and like he doesn't like outright like become kind of full villain at the end of the first Aquaman movie. His whole reasoning for like his anger and rage, at least towards Arthur, was based on like him losing his mom. But now that his mom's back, that kind of changed things. Then he didn't really kill him. So it should be interesting to see how Orm is portrayed there. Like, I think Patrick Wilson did a pretty good job in the first Aquaman film. So yes, The Flash, big news. Michael Shannon back as General Zod. That to me is the best news I could ask for. Like I said, I wish I was like, oh man, I'd really like to see Michael Shannon back as Zod, because like I rewatched Man of Steel recently, and I'm like, man, he's just so good in this movie. And Faora as well, because she went into the Phantom Zone. We never knew what happened to her, so I'm stoked about that. I'm getting Michael Keaton in this thing. The Flash movie is basically kind of like how Captain America Civil War is kind of like Avengers 2.5. This is basically a mini Justice League movie. So I'm excited about that. Looking forward to where things go from here. So yeah, if anybody has any other thoughts on it, tell me them in the comment section down below. Like I said, I'm stoked. Michael Shannon is back as General Zod, one of my favorite, easily my favorite DCU villain. So that to me is a win. So, all right. Well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.